Imam al-Ridha, many people don't realize that his life isn't condensed in the 2 years or so that he was the crown prince. The Imam of our 8th Imam lasted for 20 years. 10 years under Harun al-Rashid, alayhi la'a'inullah. This oppressive tyrant, where Imam al-Ridha alayhi salam was on the brink of execution every single day. 10 years of persecution, 10 years of oppression, 10 years of constantly looking over his shoulder, not just for his own safety, but the safety of his large family. Imam Musa ibn Ja'far alayhi salam had 16, 17 daughters, many of whom never got married, and all of them were under the guardianship of Imam al-Ridha alayhi salam. It was during the reign of Harun al-Rashid that al-Jalludi, who was one of the officials in the government of Harun, was sent in order to ransack the house of Imam al-Ridha. And he did so in the most vulgar fashion. He came to the house of the Imam with his troops, and he said to him, I'm coming in whether you like it or not. So he came into the house and he stole everything he could get his hands on. And then eventually there was the room where all the women, all the girls, all the orphans of Imam Musa ibn Ja'far were hiding. Imagine the fear, imagine the terror. He said, I have to come and search this room as well. The Imam said, all right, I will go and I promise that I will get you everything that we have, including all the jewelry, every single thing, and the clothes that they had, to the point that the hadith says that they were left only with one aba'ah to pray with. Imagine 17 women, all the girls, all these people, and all they had was one aba'ah to pray with. Why? Because this khabith, this wicked agent of Harun, had orders to confiscate everything. This is during the reign of Harun. Then comes the reign of Al-Amin, Muhammad Al-Amin. 5 years the Imam suffered through those 5 barren years. And then the reign of Ma'mun, another 5 years. It was only toward the end of the life of the Imam alayhi salam, the last 2 years of his reign, when he became the crown prince. But did he change? Absolutely not. The story that I mentioned earlier about Jalludi being commanded to go and ransack the home of Imam al-Ridha alayhi salam, when the tables were turned and Imam al-Ridha turned from someone who was on the government hit list and was constantly under threat, and 18 years later the Imam was appointed as the crown prince, the former allies and agents of Harun al-Rashid were now being purged. Right? That's what happens. When you stage a coup, you start to purge those people who were not on good terms with you. Ma'mun was purging his brother Amin's agents, one of whom happened to be Al-Jalludi. Historians say that while Imam al-Ridha, now the crown prince, remember, was sitting next to Ma'mun, they brought in Jalludi and a couple of other people, and they were being tried for treason. As soon as the Imam saw Jalludi, he recognized him. And of course, Jalludi recognized the Imam. He remembered the night he terrified the daughters of Rasulullah by ransacking their home. Imam al-Ridha whispered in Ma'mun's ear. He said to him, Habli hadha al-ghulam. Forgive him for my sake. Release him. Don't have him executed. Because the Imam knew what was going to happen to them. The Imam said, don't execute him for my sake. Jalludi, not having heard what the Imam said to Ma'mun, he said, La tasma' lahu. Don't listen to what he's telling you, because he assumed, what would the Imam want to do with this tyrant now that the Imam has access to him, now that he's overpowered him? He would want him dead. He said, La tasma' lahu. فقال المأمون إني لن أسمع له. I will do exactly as you said. He asked me to release you. You asked me not to listen to him. Have him executed. This is Ali ibn Musa al-Ridha. اللهم صل على علي بن موسى الرضا المرتضى الإمام التقي النقي وحجتك على من فوق الأرض ومن تحت الثرى الصديق الشهيد صلاة كثيرة تامة زاكية متواصلة متواترة مترادفة كأفضل ما صليت على أحد من أوليائك يا أرحم الراحمين.
الصديق الشهيد صلاة كثيرة تامة زاكية متواصلة متواترة مترادفة كأفضل ما صليت على أحد من أولياء